Okay, let's take a quick look at how you got on with these questions where you had to select the most appropriate model. So just to remind you what you will have picked up from the examples, binomial distribution under the following conditions: independent trials, a constant probability of success, fixed number of trials, and you've only got a binary success or failure. Poisson is usually with a large sample size and a small probability, but it can also be used to approximate the binomial theorem, binomial distribution, when again you've got large N, small p, and the mean, if you're given a mean outcome. So NP is the number of trials times the probability. And then it's a discrete distribution when all the outcomes are equally likely, as for example the outcome when a fair dice is thrown. So the first one I did for you, the easiest way to spot this is if you're given an average, then it's Poisson. So it's a Poisson with a mean of 15. So that's the one that I did for you. Demand for rental cars from a car hire firm has a mean of 8 per day. Find the probability that on a randomly chosen day the demand is for 8 or more cars. So that one will also be a Poisson with a mean of 8. A bag contains 6 red and 4 black balls. One ball is taken out, its colour noted, and then returned to the bag. Process is repeated until 5 colours have been recorded. What's the probability that all 5 balls are red? So this is one where you've got the sort of success or failure. It's either going to be red or it's going to be black. So this one is a binomial, and the binomial has got a total of 5, because we've got 5 trials, and the probability of success for red is going to be 6/10. 5% of a batch of components are faulty. Find the probability that in a randomly selected batch of 20 components, 4 components are faulty. So success or failure, it's binomial, and this one we've got n of 20 and failure of 0.05. A test containing multiple choice questions with a choice of answers A, B, C or D consists of 20 questions. Question setter needs to be sure that the chance of passing the test simply by guessing the answers is less than 0.05. How many marks should the pass mark be set at for the probability of passing? So it's a pass or fail, it's binomial. 20 questions, so n is 20, and again we've got that probability of failure of 0.05. Daisies are grown randomly in a meadow. There is an average, of 6 daisy plants per square metre. Find the probability that a randomly picked area of 0.5 square metres contains no daisy. It's Poisson. A salesman in a car showroom sells on average 12 cars per week. What's the probability that he sells fewer than 5 cars in a randomly selected week? Poisson, 12. A 1 mile stretch of road contains an average of 3 potholes. Find the probability that in a half-mile stretch of the same road there will be no potholes. Poisson, 3. It is known that a packet of seeds has a probability of 0.95 of all seeds germinating. Find the probability that in a packet of 50 at least 5 will not germinate. So we've got an n of 50, and we've got the probability of success of 0.95, of failure 0.05. And finally, in an accident, An emergency department, it is known that the average wait to be seen by a doctor is 2 hours. Poisson 2. And that's it. So on Thursday we'll be moving on to the first of the A2 distributions that we need to look at, which is the continuous uniform distribution. So it's building on the discrete uniform distribution that you met last year in AS. And then next week, when we're all back together, we will take a move into the normal distribution.